Today, I'm here at the Amo Fashion Center because they just opened up a new spot called MuMu Hot Pot. I've actually been seeing this place all over social media lately, and it was pretty packed the last time I walked by. But right now, it's lunchtime, and it doesn't look too crowded, so let's go see if it's actually worth the hype. Even from the outside, you can tell this place is pretty new, and it actually looks like they're still finishing parts of the outdoor area. But honestly, this restaurant itself is way bigger than I expected, and we're going inside right now to check it out. Right away, the inside feels really modern. It has a clean setup, open seating, and it looks like individual hot pots at every table. And overall, from a first glance, it just feels really polished. The one thing that stood out to me immediately is that custom sauce station. You can pretty much build your own perfect sauce combo depending on what flavor you like. And a good sauce station can make or break that hot pot spot. Now, ordering is super simple. Everything is done through a QR code, so you can take your time scrolling through the menu and send in your order straight from your phone. For this visit, we decided to go with the classic set, and honestly for 2 people, it actually comes with a lot of food. The set comes with 2 broths of your choice, 3 meats, 3 sides, 2 noodles, and a full vegetable platter. For the broth, we went with the miso and the sukiyaki. And if you know me and follow me on my other platforms, you already know I'm going with that sukiyaki every single time. Once everything starts cooking in it, that broth gets so much sweeter and richer and just makes the whole experience that much better. But don't get me wrong, that miso broth is still really solid. It has that lighter and more savory flavor to it. It's just that the sukiyaki broth is definitely more my style. For the meats, we went with the black Angus short rib, the black Angus flat iron, and the Australian Wagyu chuck roll. And honestly, the quality is better than I expected. The short rib has a really nice marbling and turns super tender just after a few seconds in the broth. The flat iron has a little bit more texture and bite to it, but it still packs a lot of flavor, especially once you dip it in that sauce. But the Wagyu chuck roll, that one disappears fast. The marbling on that one is super crazy, and once it's cooked in the broth, it basically just melts in your mouth. And I noticed with hot pots, once that meat starts cooking and all the veggies start cooking, the broth just somehow gets even better. For the 3 sides, we chose the black tiger shrimp, the fish balls with roe, and some extra corn. The shrimp are actually a lot bigger than I expected too, and you can see it has that meaty texture, a nice bite to them, and they don't take that long to cook either. And the fish balls with roe always hit, and are one of my favorites every time I get hot pot. You get that little burst from the roe inside that just makes the hot pot so much more satisfying. And of course, I love dipping this in my custom made sauce. Now the corn is a staple for hot pot because when that corn sits in that broth for a long time, it soaks up everything, and it might be one of the most underrated bites ever. Just leave that corn in there until the very end and your corn will be next level. For noodles, we went with the udon and the ramen. The udon has a thicker, chewy texture that works really well with that sukiyaki broth, making the noodles sweet and savory. The ramen is good too, but the udon just gives it that much more flavor. And then there's the veggie platter, which ended up being way bigger than I thought. You get the bok choy, the napa cabbage, a couple types of mushroom, tofu, broccoli, and once everything starts cooking in, your pot begins to fill up fast. Now overall, I really like that everyone gets their own hot pot because there's no fighting over the broth space, no losing your food, and no accidentally overcooking somebody else's meat. It honestly just makes the entire experience smoother and way more enjoyable. And when you think about it, hot pot overall is an interactive experience because you're constantly cooking, trying different combinations, changing sauces, and I feel like that's what makes the whole experience fun. That's why hot pot's great for group get-togethers, intimate dates, or even just family meals. So after trying everything, I can actually see why this place has been so busy lately. And personally, if I had to give it a rating, I'm going to give it that 8 out of 10. And I'm probably coming back just for that sukiyaki broth and the Wagyu alone. Let me know if you enjoyed this video, and make sure to like and subscribe because I'm going to be posting more food videos around food spots that I'm trying. For now, that's what Toshi eats.